In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Assalamu alaikum, dear friends of Radiance of Islam. We hope this message finds you in the best of health and iman. Our sincere prayers go out to Allah to keep you safe, happy and protected in both this world and the hereafter. Dear friends, have you ever noticed something intriguing happening around the time of Fajr, the early morning prayer? As soon as the beautiful call of the Azan, the call to prayer, is heard, many of us hear the sounds of dogs howling. These dogs often look up toward the sky, almost as if they are responding to the call itself. It's a curious phenomenon that many people have noticed and often wonder about. Why do dogs behave this way when they hear the Azan? In this video, we will explore this question and explain it in detail so we can all gain a deeper understanding. To fully appreciate the answer, we kindly ask you to stay with us till the end of the video as we dive into this fascinating topic. Before we continue, if this is your first time watching an Radiance of Islam video and you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, we invite you to do so now. By subscribing and pressing the bell icon, you will receive notifications for all of our upcoming videos filled with Islamic wisdom, teachings, and valuable insights. Now, let's take a moment to reflect on something very important that we hear 5 times a day, the Azan. It's a sacred call to prayer that reminds us to pause, reflect, and connect with Allah. The Azan calls us to worship, to remember Allah, and to follow one of the most significant commandments in Islam. But what is it that makes the Azan so special? What hidden wisdom lies in this simple yet powerful call? Today, we will explore the profound significance of the Azan, its divine wisdom, and why it holds such power in our lives. But before that, let's tackle the question that many of you have been curious about. Why do dogs howl when they hear the Azan? The answer lies in the spiritual realms and the unseen world around us. Narrations from Islamic tradition suggest that during the night, especially as darkness falls, evil spirits, devils, and jinn roam about. Their presence intensifies as the night grows deeper, and they are most active during these hours. Now, when the Fajr Azan is heard and the Muadhin, the one who calls the prayer, proclaims the words Allahu Akbar, Allah is the greatest, something remarkable happens. These evil beings, the devils and jinn, are terrified and flee upon hearing the call. The interesting part is that dogs, unlike humans, have a unique ability to perceive things that are hidden from our sight. They can see these evil spirits running away in fear as they hear the call of the Azan. As a result, the dogs react by howling or making crying-like sounds, which is their way of responding to the presence of these fleeing beings. There is a beautiful hadith that further explains this spiritual connection. It states that when the Azan is proclaimed, Satan flees, and as he runs, he makes sounds that resemble flatulence. This shows us that certain things, such as the presence of jinn and devils, are hidden from human eyes, but Allah has given some animals like dogs the ability to perceive these unseen beings. This is not limited to just the Azan. It is also narrated that when a deceased person is suffering in the grave, they may cry out in torment. While humans cannot hear their cries, animals, particularly dogs, can hear them and often react by howling in response. This teaches us that there is much in the world that our senses cannot detect, but Allah has granted some animals the ability to perceive these hidden realities. So, this was the answer to the question, why do dogs howl at the time of the Azan? It's because they can see the evil beings running away, and they respond accordingly. Reflecting on this, we are reminded of the immense power of the Azan and the importance of being present for prayer. Imagine this. Every time the Azan is heard, not only do we, as humans, benefit from responding to the call, but all creatures within hearing distance also pray for the forgiveness of those who answer the call to prayer. Hazrat Abu Huraira, R.A., narrated that the Prophet Muhammad said, "When the Azan is proclaimed, Everything within hearing distance prays for the person who answers the call to prayer. Now, with the use of loudspeakers, the azan travels farther than ever before. It reaches vast distances, touching the ears of countless creatures from the smallest insects to the grandest animals, and every one of them prays for the forgiveness of those who respond to the call. Isn't that an amazing reflection? To think that the entire world, visible and invisible, joins in prayer for those who heed the call to worship. In Sahih Bukhari, Hazrat Abu Huraira narrated an important teaching from the Prophet Muhammad about the blessings we receive from answering the azan. But there's more to this teaching. Why does Allah highlight these blessings so much? Allah mentions that when people discover something that is easily accessible and beneficial, they will strive to attain it. Even if it requires sacrifices, they won't hesitate because of the immense value it holds. My friends, this hadith speaks of a hidden blessing that many may not fully realize. The Prophet Muhammad said that if people truly understood the blessings of azan, they would be willing to sacrifice everything to experience its benefits. While this specific blessing hasn't been explicitly described, it shows us the incredible value hidden in the things Allah has blessed us with. Things that may seem ordinary, but hold immense rewards if we truly understand their significance. So, dear friends, may this knowledge inspire us all to be more mindful in our prayers, to reflect on the hidden blessings around us, and to recognize the profound spiritual power of the azan, the everlasting call to prayer. The azan, the beautiful and timeless call to prayer, resonates across the globe every single day, around the clock. This sacred sound calls Muslims to leave the world behind and connect with their Creator. It's a sound that echoes in the hearts of those who hear it, carrying with it a sense of peace, devotion, and unity. According to scholars, the azanis are considered the most continuous sound in the world, a reminder of the oneness of Allah and the prophethood of Muhammad, peace be upon him. The global journey of the azan. The journey of the azan begins every morning at Fajr time, first calling the faithful in Indonesia. As the day progresses, the call continues, traveling across the globe. Within just an hour, it reaches cities like Kolkata in India and the island nation of Sri Lanka, urging Muslims to pause their daily lives and offer their prayers. This sacred cycle keeps moving, covering the vast lands of India where the echo of the azan reminds people of their Creator, and extending further across the region. By the time the azan reaches places like Srinagar in India and Sialkot in Pakistan, it is already being heard in Afghanistan and Muscat. Even though there's an approximate time difference of an hour between these locations, the cycle continues, bridging the gap between east and west, north and south. As the call continues through Saudi Arabia, Yemen, Kuwait and Iraq, it eventually travels to the lands of North Africa, reaching Libya and Tunisia. The azan doesn't stop there. By the time it reaches the shores of the United States, it has already started again in Indonesia, completing a continuous circle of prayer. This remarkable, uninterrupted cycle ensures that at no moment in time is the world without the azan. Somewhere, at any given moment, the call to prayer is being proclaimed, a constant reminder of Allah's greatness and the guidance of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. It is a beautiful testament to the power of unity, the global reach of Islam, and the unwavering devotion of Muslims everywhere. The blessings of responding to the azan. Responding to the azanis is a highly recommended act in Islam, one that holds immense virtue. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, emphasized the importance of listening attentively to the azan and responding to it. Just as reciting La ilaha illallah, there is no God but Allah, brings great reward, so does acknowledging the azan when it is heard. It is said that the angels are present when the azanis recite and they record the supplications of those who answer. Once we hear the azan, it's an opportunity to reconnect with our faith and our Creator. It's a time to pause, reflect, and prepare ourselves for the moment of worship. It is highly recommended to perform the prayers immediately after hearing the azan, preferably at the mosque, as it fosters a deeper connection to the community and strengthens our worship. If it's not possible to attend the mosque, one can still perform the prayers at home, but the act of answering the call and responding to it is a means of bringing us closer to Allah. May Allah grant us the understanding to follow His teachings, the strength to live by them, and the ability to appreciate the profound beauty of the azan in our lives. Ameen. A request to our viewers. Dear friends, we sincerely hope that you found today's video both enlightening and inspiring. The message of the azan reminds us of the importance of our connection to Allah, and we hope it encourages you to reflect on the beauty of this timeless tradition. If you found this video meaningful, we kindly ask that you subscribe to our channel, Radiance of Islam, and hit the bell icon to receive timely notifications for our upcoming content. Your support helps us reach more people, so please don't forget to like, share, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. If you have any questions or would like to learn more, feel free to ask in the comment section. We're here to share knowledge and grow together. May Allah protect you, guide you, and keep you in His mercy always. Ameen.